today I'm going to draw Bluejay, and I'm going to start with basic shapes. I hope that you took my recommendation and watched Leslie the Bird Nerd and her wonderful 10 fun facts about blue jays on YouTube. I really enjoyed it, and I thought the blue jays were adorable and very beautiful, and I learned a lot from that. Also, pause as you need to. At a certain point, I will go in hyperlapse speed, so it's not too long of a video for you, but in the beginning, I'm going to start with basic shapes, and I'm going to work from some pictures that I printed out. So let's get into it. I'm going to use this picture as my guide. So first, you're going to start with basic shapes as usual. In this case, I hope you first watched that wonderful video that I linked you up with by Leslie the Bird Nerd on 10 fun facts about blue jays. It's wonderful and inspired me. And they really are smart and beautiful birds, and so adorable too. So first, I'm looking at this picture, and okay, so the basic shape of the head is a circle, and then there's the crest, which is, basically triangle. But I just can't resist adding the edges, which of course are the feathers. So I'm going to do that. The eye is not above the beak, but about at the same level. And it's actually, you can start it as a circle, but it's more of an elliptical shape. An ellipse is something that's an oval with edges, with points. So now the body is, again, that sort of oval to an angle shape. You don't want to draw a straight up oval, but an oval to an angle. And then there's this little triangle that fits in between the crest and the beginning of the feathers, which are a little complicated, but you can simplify them by making sort of a triangle shape like this, and then we'll get into the sort of various layers of them. So we'll start by just making that triangle shape, and then of course the tail feathers stick out at about this place here, and the chest comes up, and then the legs come out at an angle, and they have they definitely have 3 toes in the front, sharp claws, and then they have a toe that comes, or digit, that goes out to the back, which would go around the branch. So then this leg here, it's a triangle shape. This is all going to be feathery. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, and a toe that comes out and back. So in review, we'll do it in another color so you can really see. And then we're going to get into it. The head is basically a circle. The beak, triangle. Eye, this pencils. Circle, crest. And I think if you watch the video by Leslie the Bird Nerd on blue jays, you learned that when they feel threatened, their crest puffs out, as does their chest feathers. This bird is in a medium relaxed state, because when they're really relaxed, like they're taking care of their babies or they're talking to their spouse, their husband or wife, their crest feathers are completely flat. Now the fun part of blue jays will be the pattern, which is this beautiful blue, black, white, and gray pattern. So those are the beginning basic shapes. So why don't you just take a little time and catch up right. So now I added some colors that are not really in the blue jay, but they're relaxing to me, and I used purple. And do you have colors that you really like? So maybe you should use them in your picture. I know my son really likes crimson red. And also, I'm sort of in the place of mapping out the shapes. I'm going to speed it up in a second, but I'm going to turn my picture upside down because it really truly helps me see things more clearly. So now I'm going to add color, and I hope you'll do the same. So this final part is about background, and I've mostly been looking at my picture upside down. It's been really helpful. It's taken me a while to correct my mistakes, and using color and yes, some white paint has been helpful. In class, a lot of times kids will ask me for white paint to go with their watercolor sets, and it's just so smart that my students know that that's a good thing. We don't really have white watercolor, but we do have white tempera, so often we'll just like squeeze out a block. And by the way, I miss you guys. Miss you a lot. So the final step is background, and so now I'm gonna hyperlapse my background, and I hope that you will too. Not hyperlapse, but go for it. Work with your mistakes, ask for feedback from someone in your house as long as they're nice about it and you can take it. Often they can see things that you can't see in your own art. Also, turn it around, especially upside down as you're working, including what you're working from, because your brain will see the shapes and lines more clearly. You can do it. It's good for you. It's fun. Working with observation and imagination. See you the next time.